to share with you.
He would like to share with you
His way of life.
His way of life.
His vision.
His vision
For how we could live.
for how we can live.
It's an idea.
It's an idea.
It's someone's idea.
It's someone's idea.
And you could either learn from it,
And you can either learn from it
or at least appreciate it for what it is.
or at least appreciate it for what it is.
This is Isaac.
This is Isaac.
That's a cool introduction.
That's a cool introduction.
Can I do this?
Can I do this?
Sisters and brothers,
Sisters and brothers,
let's all agree to this one fact.
let's all agree to this one fact.
There are two worlds
There are two worlds
we can choose to live in.
that we can choose to live in.
In one world,
In one world,
we let the capitalist system govern us.
we let the capitalist system govern us.
We facilitate the rich getting richer.
We facilitate the rich getting richer.
We consume as much as possible and go into debt.
We consume as much as possible and go into debt.
Go into debt
Go into debt
to support the multinationals.
to support the multinationals.
We promote the multinational expansion
We promote the multinational expansion
by giving up our power,
by giving up our power,
giving up our voices,
giving up our voices,
by remaining silent
by remaining silent
and in denial
and in denial
about selling our souls
about selling our souls
to a capitalist system
to a capitalist system
that is destroying our lives,
that is destroying our
that
lives,
is destroying our environment,
that is destroying our environment,
that is destroying our world.
that is destroying our world.
Why to wear the latest fashion,
Why to wear the latest fashion,
to drive the newest car,
to drive the newest car,
to live in the suburbs?
to live in the suburbs?
Is there no alternative
Is there no alternative
to keeping our money in the banks
to keeping our money in the banks
so that they can gain the greatest return,
so that they can gain the greatest return,
so that our wealth ends up in their pockets?
so that our wealth ends up in their pockets?
We must take back our power.
We must take back our power.
We must imagine.
We must
Imagine creative, viable, new alternatives.
imagine creative, viable, new alternatives.
In the second world,
In the second world,
we refuse to give up our power.
we refuse to give up our power.
We consciously choose
We consciously choose
to live more sustainably,
to live more sustainably,
to follow our hearts,
to follow our hearts,
to build intentional communities,
to build intentional
to
communities,
grow our own food,
to grow our own food,
to use solar and wind power
to use solar and wind power
instead of our own Manitoba Hydro,
instead of our own Manitoba Hydro,
our corporate big brother.
our corporate big brother.
Let us honor the earth,
Let us honor
the earth we live on,
the earth we live on,
the earth our mother,
the earth our mother,
by walking gently on her back,
by walking gently on her back,
by keeping the streams and rivers clean,
by keeping the streams and rivers clean,
by composting,
by composting,
planting heritage seeds,
planting heritage seeds,
collecting our own seeds from our garden.
collecting our own seeds from our garden.
Let us work in solidarity,
Let us work in solidarity,
create communities
create communities
where our children will grow up
where our children will grow up
celebrating their own beauty,
celebrating their own beauty,
singing and dancing with joy,
singing and dancing with joy,
helping us in the garden,
helping us in the garden,
knowing a new reality
knowing a new reality,
where all people are equal,
where all people are equal,
where resources are to be shared.
where resources are to be shared.
Let us all invest in our energies
Let us all invest in our energies
in this kind of truth.
in this kind of truth.
As a collective,
As a collective,
together we can do it.
together we can do it.
The earth our mother
The earth our mother
teaches us
teaches us
the connectedness of all things.
the connectedness of all things.
the domination, control and manipulation of Earth's resources has resulted in its gradual destruction. We cannot continue to support that culture that destroys the earth that sustains us, pollutes the waterways that nourish us, rapes the forests that produce oxygen for our breath. Let us unite. Act collectively. To build a brighter tomorrow. Where peace and love prevail. We are part of the earth. We are a part of the earth. The earth does not belong to us. Together we can bring hope. To this world. Together we can do it. I am a part of an intentional community. Although in its embryonic stage. And it's a joy to be there. Testing our wings. Trying our voices. In celebrating life every day. I recommend it to all of you. Peace.